Hey guys, this is Ajin, your student assistant. Thank you again for joining us for another workshop video. Before I start, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our website and follow us on social media. Yeah, okay. My interview, my workshop is going to be about the interview process. You guys probably already know the basics, like dress nice and talk good and be early, because early is on time is late, and late is late. Anyway, I don't look appropriate for this, so hold up before I start. That's better. Okay, that works. Anyway, alright, so let's start. Valuable information. Valuable information. Valuable information. Be relevant. Just because you have a world-renowned skill, or just because it's an out-of-the-ordinary thing that you possess, doesn't always make you qualified for the job. Here's a few examples of that. Flash. Wow, awesome. So what makes you unique? Well, one of the things that make me unique is not many people in my cohort were able to be in a courtroom behind an actual attorney and be one of the interns that prepped the case. And that was one of the most cool things for me, because my junior year I got to intern for a law firm that allowed me to do so. And thankfully for them, I've had quite a bit of experience, as I've been into courtrooms for 3 different cases already, and it was just an amazing feeling to see the emotions in the room, see the different interactions, witnesses, and firsthand I got to see how an attorney works and how to defend my case and the work that gets put in. It was an amazing feeling. So the other day I was at Yokes and I was surfing, but sometimes when I surf and the water stay flat, I bring my fishing pole and I fish while I surfing. So I standing on the board surfing, and I caught something, and the bugger went drag me, and I was riding them crazy. So I fell off my board, and I was like, I'm tired. So I got back off the beach, and then one of the uncles seen me, and it was like, bro, that was unreal. And me, I was like, wow, that was unreal. So what makes me unique is I'm an unreal guy. Valuable information. Again, make sure that the information you give, whether it's about your strengths, your weaknesses, your uniqueness, challenges, etc., etc., all this information has to be relevant for the job. Next topic. Valuable information. Challenges. So a lot of times in interviews they're gonna ask you, what is a challenge you face, or how have you overcome a situation, or tell us about a situation that you overcome. Anyway, these are very typical information, and my tip for you guys is, 1, make sure that these challenges is successful. It gave you something, whether if it's a successful failure or it's successful in totality of it. Make sure it's something that benefited you, helped your group, helped your situation, improved yourself. And the second tip is, make sure that it's related to the field of work. Here's some examples. I'm just gonna. So can you tell me about a time that you had to overcome any challenges? In engineering, we had to build this robot, and it was a battle bot actually, and we had this network of how to do things. We all had our specific tasks. The project manager was able to lead us well, but we all still depended on each other, meaning our parts are related to his parts, are related to her parts. And one of the difficulties we faced as a group was that a member of ours was very adamant on saying his part was correct and we needed to fix all our parts. And many times we would recheck the math, and it was actually a difficulty because he wasn't able to connect with us. But what we did was we allowed each other to do the math for together, and which allowed us to ease up the mistakes that were made, because then we would all correct each other and say, wait, no, that's wrong. A challenge I face. So a challenge I face. I was playing Call of Duty, and I tell you, my cousin, he don't know how to do nothing. That guy, he always like play Call of Duty, and then he don't like do nothing. We playing one game, he don't do the objective. He keep dying, bro. So how we gonna overcome? I went go his house and I unplug his PS4 wire, and I would take the wire, take him home, and then he would call me up the other day, and he was like, hey, you see my wire? And I was like, oh no, maybe your mother took him. And then he asked his mother, hey ma, you know where my wire stay? And he was like, no, you let me hit you with one wire. I get one wire on my belt buckle right now and whack you with him. And then that's it, bro. That's the one challenge I face, So once you find that moment that you want to share, don't be afraid to be specific about it. Be detailed, but also don't be overbearing with the details. Just make sure that when you talk about it, you yourself can show the interviewers or the interviewer. Anyway, you can show them that you have overcome challenges and it helped you tremendously, or they could see the expression on your face, or when you talk about it, they feel your enthusiasm, or they feel the difficulties you face. Share a bit of your personality with the story. Curveballs. A lot of times interviewers, especially when it comes to like lucrative jobs or like high paying jobs or corporate jobs, they always want to curveball even the best of the candidates, right? You could be the best on paper, valedictorian, summa cum laude, magna cum laude. Anyway, and they'll ask you a question and you're just like, what, bro? I didn't prepare for this. So they're gonna ask you like, okay, fine. Here's some typical questions that they might ask you. How would you get someone fired? What gets you up in the morning? If you were at the dry cleaners, what's dry? Many companies use these questions to stump the candidate, like I said, and also to see how well they handle pressure, and not just handle pressure, but how well they can think on the fly, how well they can adapt to situations, and also sometimes see like their philosophies and beliefs. So like how to answer these questions, you should always know your foundations, right? Your building blocks, the philosophies that you had when you were studying for this major, or trying to get this job. For teachers, they have teaching philosophies. For engineers, they think a certain way. For doctors and nurses, their processes are certain ways. Go back to your foundations and refute the question with your foundations. For example, transition. So the dry cleaners, right? It's such a process, and it's so mechanically done. There's a lot of machines that go through it. There's a lot of human interaction that goes through it, and that's exactly what I want to do for the company. Is that I want to work in these machines and create and build these machines so that it eases human interaction and gives them more opportunities to create jobs and create businesses like a dry cleaners, to ultimately help other people prepare for interviews because they need a clean shirt, or get a prom dress ready for prom, or do things that eases their everyday life. And that's why I think when we talk about dry cleaners and what's dry about it, there's nothing really dry about it. It's actually a steaming process that allows machine and human to interact. Just like what I've done in engineering is that I've done a lot of machine work and robotics work to see the interactions and help benefit people and their jobs and eases their jobs. I don't know. So what makes a dry cleaners dry is bruh, if the customers get bad attitude, they get dry attitude, so they the one that make the thing dry. So let's conclude. Alright, so one, valuable information. Two, the challenges that you face, make sure it's important to you, it's successful, and it's good. And three, curveballs. Be prepared, bro. I'm telling you, be prepared. Sorry, be prepared, bro. That's it with the interview. Good. So you guys gonna hire me? No, bro. Forget this, bro. Bro, so what? That's it with the interview, huh? You guys gonna hire me? No. Why? Bro, you guys on it, bro. Forget you guys. I'm gonna find another job, huh? McDonald's junk anyway.